Hey guys, Clarice here. I'm so excited for this video today. Today I'm going to be showing you guys, after your many lovely, beautiful, wonderful comments and support on my last reaction video for Encanto, many of you guys complimented me on my hair and makeup. And so I thought, given that this hair is very classic, it is very much styled in one part old Hollywood and vintage style, as well as inspired by Mirabel's own hair. And I thought, why not share it with you guys? It's honestly a look that looks a lot more impressive than it actually is in terms of work for what to do. Since the early 20th century all the way through to almost the 60s, 70s, women were pin curling their hair, they were putting them in roller sets. If any of you have Latina abuelas, they'd go to the salon, they'd have the rollos, they'd put in the pins, and then they'd walk home with like a scarf. Like, you know what I'm talking about. I enjoy dressing myself in a time that was before, and something that I just enjoy for myself. And if anything, if you'd like to join, try it out, see how it looks on you. It will always look fabulous. And the beauty of it is, it looks fabulous for a long time. You will do this hair, but this hair will look good days later. Like the next day, it will look better. The day after that, it'll look even better. Like you won't want to wash your hair, even though you should. Just use dry shampoo. Like women did this for so long and just always had their hair looking fabulous. So I say this as an adorable potato who enjoys looking like a papa frita. Come join me if you're interested in checking out this hair. I hope that you enjoy. If you enjoy the content that I make, want to see more reactions, they will definitely be coming soon. Or if you want more tutorials and makeup looks for any of the videos that I do on reactions, or even movies or makeup looks or hair looks inspired by films, let me know because I'd be happy to make them for you guys. I really hope that you enjoy. If you like what I make, consider subscribing. The links are all going to be down below for more videos. You can ring the bell because that helps me out so you get notified on the next times that I upload. And thank you all so much for your amazing support. Since my Encanto video, a lot of my channel has blown up and I never could have seen this coming. I never would have seen this coming. So I am incredibly grateful. I feel so appreciative of all of you and I just hope that you enjoy. See you in a little bit and let's get into it. Now, I am not a hairstylist. Do not come for me, professionals. I am not a professional hair person in any way whatsoever. Hair is not my forte. It's never been. I do makeup, I style, I can tell you a lot about hair, which is what I'm going to do.
Salutations, everyone. It's me, Future Clarice, and it's been quite a minute since you've heard from me. If anything, most of you probably haven't heard from me from a long time, but here I am. But firstly, I wanted to take this moment just to show you guys my beautiful bare skin. And what I mean by that is it's taken a long time for me to be able to believe that myself. I struggle with severe hormonal and cystic acne, and being on camera all the time definitely doesn't help in terms of how that could feed into insecurity. Now, I've been on a wonderful journey to getting clear skin for many years now, and I have seen some genuinely great progress. But I still wanted to show you guys my face, makeup free and natural, just so that you can see these same imperfections and flaws that I see and that anyone else might see, just to know that you are not alone. If you are currently struggling with any sort of skin conditions that make you feel insecure, just know that you are not alone. It really takes a lot of patience and dedication to better your skin and overcome deep insecurities. And just know that those imperfections are part of you, but they do not define you. You yourself, as who you are deserving of all the good that this life has to give. You're deserving of happiness and love, just as you are. And I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys so that you know that as much as it's wonderful to get made up and look beautiful, it also isn't something necessary to feel beautiful. We're all beautiful in our own way, and I just want you all to know that. So now, what am I doing with my hair? Well, I'm taking my hair and I am curling it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm actually alternating directions. So what I'm doing right now is I am taking some hairs and wrapping them towards my face, while others are being rolled away from my face. And now know that this same technique can be used in a roller set, but as soon as the curling tong has thoroughly heated the hair, I release it and I actually hold the curl in my hand for a few seconds. But what holding the wave does is help the wave better hold its shape. Now, just to be sure, again, make sure that this pattern is alternating between away from the face and towards the face. The crown is going to be going in a different direction, so for now, just keep on twisting. Then, after those curls are released, actually take the hair and wrap it around your finger in that same direction. direction. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pin that to our hair, and this is known as pin curling. It's been around forever and it's quite popular. However, the reason that I am doing this to my hair is mostly to help it cool, but also to correct the wave pattern of some of my hair. Mostly because, you know, I'm working on myself and I don't have full 360 maneuvering capabilities through my head. So what pin curling does is actually allows me to readjust the waves that didn't quite fit into the shape that I wanted. And this is something that's important to do while the hair is still hot, because as it cools, it's going to set into that shape. Now, the beauty of this vintage voluminous hairstyle is that it really can work with virtually any hair type. You just need the right tools and good product for your hair. Now, if you choose to do a roller set, either wet or dry, you won't have to worry about the same thing of the hairs holding in place and getting the shape right, because the rollers are actually going to do that for you. The thing is, you need to be keen on the pattern at which you're rolling. And side note, my hair inspiration actually came from this lovely video by Tina Young. It's incredibly insightful, and I highly recommend it if you want to get some tips and tricks from an actual hair expert. However, for me, I actually took this video as a benchmark and modified it a little bit for my own aesthetic taste. I personally like a glamorous retro shape to my hair, and now that's what I'm sharing with you. From one non-expert to another. Ayy. Now, we're just gonna let these curls cool. And you really need to let them cool. So while we wait, what's there to do? Oh, I know. Put some makeup on our face and hopefully fix this potato and turn her into a papa frita.
All right, now that that's done, and now that we are done looking like a potato and we look like a nice papa, it's time to take all of this hair down. Okay, so first I'm actually going to take out these rollers that I showed you guys first, just so that you can see the way that this is going to dry and curl. So see, it's going to be much tighter. All right, now that most of those are done, now we're looking Shirley Temple for the gods right now, and that is what we want. Do not be scared. If your friend that comes in that knows nothing about hair sees your hair and starts making fun of you, you know what? They're going to literally eat their words in like 10 minutes when they see what you do with this. But this is literally what you want. You want this hair to be coily, to be super tight on your head. Get yourself something like this. You can get anything that's a volumizing, texturizing powder. Main thing is make it a powder. Don't use a spray. Don't use any of that. Now, in retro vintage eras, like from the 30s to the 50s, women would use a set number of different creams and hair products. They would use curling lotions, setting pomades, and they would be rather sticky. And it would be a lot of different things that basically, a lot of these were women who had relatively straighter hair that were less textured. For myself, I'm at an advantage because I have such coarse hair that is already wavy, so I don't need quite as much product to help give some grit and grime to my curls. Whereas if you have finer hair and you're watching this, you're going to want to get a good pomade, like a sticky, like you want it to be like a goopy style pomade that you're going to be running over this hair. Because what we're going to do is you're going to need this. You're going to need a teasing comb, a thin teasing comb, a boar hair brush if you can. I don't currently have mine, so I'm just going to use this, and it's very dirty, and I apologize. But it's a wider tooth comb if you can, and just a regular comb. This is actually technically a teasing comb. Quite frankly, the most important things are that you have a boar haired teasing comb and a regular comb, because we're going to be doing a lot of teasing. And no, do not get scared by the teasing. You are not about to look like the picture of your mom's 80s prom photo. You're about to look like a fabulous version of Ava Gardner. Okay? Don't be scared of the teasing. We're going to be doing a lot of teasing. In the hair. Goodness. First, you're going to just take all of this hair and start brushing it. Now, the main thing is you have to wait for this hair to be cool. You have to wait for them to cool down. And as you can see, all of this loveliness literally happened from this comb just brushing my curls. Do you see this? Do you see how lovely that wave is just happening right now? Look at this. This is what I mean by how easy it is. Like, why would you go through hours and hours of curling your hair when you can literally at night put it in rollers, and then brush it out like this in 5 minutes, and you have this. Come on. So, okay. So we're just going to, and the thing is, the more that you brush this, the even better the shape will get and the smoother the shape will get. Now, this is one of the tricks that everyone really needs to learn when it comes to working with vintage curls. So see, because these were pulled in the same direction and they're essentially the same shaped wave, you can brush them together. I take a whiter tooth comb. You can brush them together to join the wave, see? And then the more that you work them, you have to use your hands. The thing is, you have to use your hands and be rough with your hair. Don't worry, you're not going to destroy your hair. It's all been set because you set it into that curl. So no matter how much you're gonna tease it, like say this here, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna start back combing just slightly, but I'm just back combing slightly to make it look a little bit like a rat's nest. Because what this rat's nest is going to do is it's going to build more body and more volume. So I'm gonna take this here because again, I want volume in my hair. All of this is happening, as you see, these waves, they're still holding. So what you do is you're gonna take just a little bit of your powder. For me, honestly, I'm not gonna need very much. I can already see that I don't need very much because my hair just set really nicely into this today. So I'm just putting some powder in at the ends of the hair. Yes, this is supposed to be for root volumizing, but I'm just adding a bit at the ends of my hair just to give it a bit of texture. And you're gonna see as I brush it through and I just zhuzh it a little bit that it's really gonna help. Just gonna add a little bit down here as well. The only trick is just gonna be making sure that you're getting your hair, because it could be, your hair is gonna be in awkward shapes right here. Okay, so now that it's like that, what we're gonna do is we're just brushing that. And as you see, I'm literally pressing this into my hair. And then I'm holding that, and now I am brushing it downwards. I'm brushing it almost, I have my hair in my hand, and I'm basically, just like we rolled those rollers, I'm taking my hand and I'm putting my hair here, holding that with my thumb, and then I am brushing the hair in the direction of my thumb. And if you can tell, I'm honestly using a lot of force. It's not this. I'm genuinely moving and shaping this hair how I want it. And I'm being even more aggressive with it because I want this. Now, another good trick is using your thumb, using the palm of your hand basically to let this form kind of cover the palm of your thumb and your palm. And now you're just using that to now take this hair, all of this hair, and smooth that out with this combing brush so that it does that, see? And as we do that, and as we push down, this is what I mean by how easy it is. This is not tugging at my head. I'm not pulling at my hair. It's not painful for any of you people that are tender-headed. This is literally just brushing this hair out. And the more that you get into this, it literally takes like 5-10 minutes tops, because this is how rough you can be with it. And look at how smooth, gorgeous, beautiful that looks. See, look at that. Look, this created this in your hair. Just going to literally, see, I already love that. See, I already love how that looks, and quite honestly, I did a lot less of this brushing for Mirabel's look because I wanted it to look like that kind of messy waves. So if you just wanted to genuinely comb it through a couple of times and run it through with a pomade, for me, I'm actually using edge wax. If you wanted to do that and just run it through a pomade just to give these a little bit of sheen, but keep all of that like lovely voluminous wave. It's a little more 80s, 70s kind of Farrah like fluffy. You can see. Now the key is hold the hair a little bit, because if you just start yanking, you're gonna be pulling out your hair. At the front end, it's being a little tricky for me. See, I hold it and I'm holding pressure, and then I'm brushing it through. There we go. just get just a little more. I'm using that thumb trick where I'm just brushing that hair, and then you can literally just alternate through so that you're brushing it in the shape that you want. Now, this isn't quite done, but I'm gonna take down my fringe here because I'm trying to see how I want to set my bang. And then that's gonna help finish out and round out the rest of the look. You want a wider tooth comb than a big comb at first, unless you have a Boar bristle brush that's wider, is because you don't want to disrupt the hair too much. If it's too tight of a comb at the start, you're gonna just have a lot of separation and it's gonna be kind of messy. So it's just better get a wider tooth comb than go in with your teasing brush. And we're also gonna be adding all of the root pump at the top, because as you can see, we got a lot of volume going on the sides and very little up here. So now with this, as you see, I'm pulling at that hair. I'm brushing this inwards towards my face, not away, because this is just how I got that bang for Encanto, see? For the Encanto video. So now I'm taking that because that's almost fully set there. That's how I want it. And I'm not going to be doing any sort of like pinning it down and spraying it into an S shape just because I don't want to. I don't really want that kind of look today. So I'm just taking the rest of this, yanking it down a bit just to, again, give me a little bit more of that look. Like, you see how smooth that looks? See how smooth that looks? Like, this is more akin to the classic Page Boy. It even has like the little swoop there. That's how you would get that. I'm not really going for a Page Boy look today, but that's kind of what it's turning into just because I've brushed this side through a lot more than this. If you want to keep the volumes intact, brush less. Genuinely, just literally leave it alone. Like, if it looks good, leave it alone and spray it. So see, now that I want it to be a little fuller, I'm just not brushing through all the way. See how I did that? There we go. Pushing that in just slightly because we're going to finish this off with edge wax. So it doesn't need to perfectly be like super, like all the curls don't need to be perfectly like frizz free. I am so grateful, as I said again, to my dear friend. You guys can follow her on Instagram. I ended up brushing my own face. You guys can follow her on Instagram. I'm going to put her information in I'm just so grateful for her for showing me just the ways of how like old Hollywood techniques can be used today. I helped her in knowing more about makeup, but she helped me so much in terms of hair and what you can do and just how easy and at home it's still possible. Like, it's still accessible. It's just a matter of if it's something that you're interested in, it's something that you would like to try. I know for me, when I learned more about this aesthetic and this way of dressing and styling and doing makeup, it just kind of felt right for me. It felt like something where I felt flattering, and I also didn't feel like I was trying to look like somebody else. I felt like my most beautiful version of myself. I don't feel like I'm hiding. I feel like it's a way to express my own creativity, especially because it's something that's not quite as per se, I guess, mainstream. It's just not something that's as modern. And me personally, I like that. I like that because I find that to be just a little bit more unique. And thanks to all of you and your lovely comments, you all seem to enjoy it too. So I just wanted to share. I'm gonna just finish styling this and then we'll be out for closing. Lovely, lovely. Awesome. And then as another trick, you can always, if you've got just a little bit too much hair and you don't want it, like myself, I just don't like that big chunk there just being there, you can always just pin it into place. Just make sure you always conceal your pins. That's the biggest thing with most any vintage look, is you do not see pins anywhere ever. They were the experts of pinning. You could not see a thing. The hair was just like that, and that's how it was. Would never dare share their pin secrets. Okay. I think for me, I'm gonna pin that one there. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. All right, awesome. Great, and then it's just time to hairspray. So first, you want to cover your face. Don't really need too much hairspray, quite honestly. And any hairspray will do. I just have this one. I was given this one at my job, so. And yeah, again, you really don't need very much unless, again, you have very fine hair that doesn't take to curls. Yeah. If your hair naturally doesn't take very well to being set in any way with curls or any sort of heat, then yes, you will probably need tons more hairspray. Or also if you're about to go into like a blizzard or a thunderstorm, you will want more hairspray just so that your hair stays. Now I'm just running a little bit of edge wax just over those little flyaways. As you can see, I'm basically just kind of like brushing it on over. And this is just a little trick to, again, smooth out all of that hair to get it to perfectly land how you want it. And of course, as you guys can see, this could have been done like a lot quicker if I just stopped. Like this occurred because I just kept going and I wanted to really perfect it. But if you just wanted it, if you liked it a couple of bits ago, again, you could just stop and set your hair in that curled position. That's how easy this is. And once this is done, this hair is staying. This hair is not moving. Tiniest bit of powder. You guys like that I kept my pimple patches on? Because, like I said, those things are not getting popped today. We cannot afford any more scars or bruises on our face. So, you can accessorize your pimple patches, everyone. I would go out like this. And then if people ask, like, why do you have 2 hearts on your face? I'd be like, because I'm a human. Why don't you have hearts on your face? So that is going to be the finished look. This is the finished look of my Encanto hair. This is also the makeup. If you guys want a tutorial, this is more my typical makeup look. This is not something that's completely vintage. It takes vintage inspiration, but it's been modernized a bit with the bronzing. If anything, the bronzing is a little more 70s. The eye shape is a mixture of more of a 1930s eye shape and a 1940s eyeshadow mixed with a little bit of TikTok, quite honestly, just to make the eyes pop. So if you guys want a video where I go kind of into a deep dive more on how I do my makeup, especially with color correction, as you guys can see, I have concealed pretty much all of my acne scars, and it really wasn't very much makeup. If this looks like it's sitting a little funny, just remember, I did not wash my face, nor did I exfoliate, nor did I prep my skin at all. I just put this on. So if you guys are interested, let me know. But I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope you guys give it a try. You can follow me on Instagram. My links are in the description below. And if you do this look, please tag me in it. And you can tag it with the hashtag, let's do Clarice Encanto hair. Like, let's do that. And if you guys try it out, please like tag me, let me know, because I would love to see it. I know what vintage hair and makeup and beauty has done for people like me, where it just makes you feel confident and unique and strong and empowered. And this kind of hair is really something that isn't that difficult. It really, really isn't, especially when you know what to do. And I know how much it has helped me just feel more like myself, be more empowered in my own femininity, my own beauty. And I hope that it does the same for you. I hope you check it out. I hope that people compliment you. I hope that you feel good about it and trying it out. And remember, if maybe it doesn't look like this the first time, at some point, as long as you set it and you just brush it out, it will look good. I promise you, eventually, trust the process, it will look good. Remember, you don't have to use the products that I used, but I will be linking them below just to help you guys out. And I'll also offer suggestions just of the basic, exactly what you need for this. If you guys want more tutorials like this, like I said, I'm not a hairstylist, but if you'd like to know more about vintage hair or vintage makeup, please let me know. And if maybe you guys want me to watch some vintage movies, some old Hollywood movies, some Grace Kelly, some Gaslight maybe, or maybe something with Eva Gardner or Greta Garbo or any of those, let me know. Let me know if you guys are interested. Let me know if you guys are interested. I hope that you enjoyed. Encanto is still such a beautiful movie, and I can't thank you guys enough for your support. I hope that you all enjoy. Have a lovely day. Take care of yourself. Remember, you are worth it. With or without makeup, you are beautiful. You are absolutely beautiful and deserving of joy and happiness and success and all of the good things in your life. Give yourself that grace, appreciate yourself, and take care. And if you enjoyed, consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. I cannot thank you enough. Never at all did I think I would have a video that popular. So I hope that you guys enjoy this one. Take care of yourself. I can't wait to see you again. And bye-bye.